I was lucky enough to speak to longtime pro MMA fighter Eddie Truck Gordon. Most people know Eddie as the Ultimate Fighter Season 19 winner and also UFC's Ultimate Fighter Redemption Series starring coaches Cody Garbrandt and TJ Dillashaw. The reason I wanted to speak to Eddie is because he fascinates me as a human outside of the cage, with all the work he does and the fact that he genuinely wants to make a change in the world. He's the founder and COO of the Eddie Truck Gordon Foundation, which is a non-profit organisation with the mission to help his community one child at a time. He also launched the Shut Up and Fight drug addiction campaign to raise awareness and support for families and loved ones that have been affected. When Eddie followed me on Twitter, I asked him if it'd be okay if I asked him a couple of questions. He said absolutely fine, he'd love to do it. So straight away we know he's a really down-to-earth guy, something I gathered from watching The Ultimate Fighter anyway. So I asked Eddie, following the end of The Ultimate Fighter, where we saw a real display of heart and true hard work from him, what his goals were now in life and what he was working towards. Eddie told me that he was looking forward to getting back in the cage one more time this year and growing different businesses outside of fighting and just being a great father. Eddie prides himself on being a great father, and we saw that throughout The Ultimate Fighter, showing what a true role model he is. It's great to see a fighter setting themselves up a future outside of fighting in the way Eddie is. It's great to see a fighter looking for business success and creating a future outside of fighting. I then asked Eddie what things interested him as a businessman outside the octagon. He told me that it was motivational speaking and writing a book. Now, I'm not sure what the book is going to be about because I couldn't find any details online, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be based along Eddie's motivational speaking and the things he likes to preach and the morals he believes in. I then asked Eddie something that's always fascinated me about fighting and something I could never really seem to perceive in my head, and that was what it felt like making the ring walk and the lead up to a fight. Eddie told me that it was nothing like it and it was really hard to explain. He said the anticipation in the months building up to the fight is the most nerve-wracking, and fight night and the walk itself is the calm before the storm, and he's at peace knowing that he put the work in. It was great to get this insight from someone who's actually made the walk several times, as it's something us fans have never been able to experience and we never will be able to experience. I then asked Eddie, when all is said and done, when he looks back on his career, what would he change anything and how does he want the fans to remember his career? He said he loved the up and downs and he wouldn't change anything about his career, which is really great to hear. He said that his legacy is not going to be on how many fights he won, but it's going to be on how many lives he touched and changed. I think this is a great way to look back on it on a career like Eddie Gordon's, as I know he touched and changed a lot of lives through the motivation he gave, through the Ultimate Fighter series, his backstory, and all of the morals that he preached, and the true hard work and determination. It was really cool of Eddie to do this. Thank you, Eddie Truck Gordon, and that's going to do it for this one.